And I'm here now with Clint and Isabel Morris, who are going to talk to us about Buddy Walk. So tell us about it.
Buddy Walk is just part of the Down Syndrome awareness. West Texas Down Syndrome Association here in town puts on a Buddy Walk every year. This is the 8th annual Buddy Walk, and it's to support and raise funds to help support all of our local people who do have Down syndrome. And money that's used here is put towards education and enrichment programs. Just anything that we can do to really help raise awareness for people with Down syndrome and make sure that everybody gets to know what type of abilities that they do have to offer and that they can share with the community.
And what are some key aspects about having a family member with Down syndrome, or a friend, or someone in your life with Down syndrome that you would like people to be better informed on, or more aware of, or more equipped to handle?
Don't be afraid to ask questions. For instance, my daughter, she's 19. A lot of times you get questions, or people don't know how to approach or how to ask certain questions about their disabilities. It's really an easy question to answer. I mean, most kids with Down syndrome, or most people with Down syndrome, are willing to help, definitely want to please others and contribute to being part of the community.
And do you know how much previous years of the Buddy Walk, how much money they've managed to raise for the research? And
I do not. I don't have the actual funds available, but that information is available, and they can find that out by contacting the West Texas Down Syndrome Association.
Excellent. And what is another element that you've really enjoyed as far as your participation in helping organize and spread awareness of the event?
Spending time with the individuals with Down syndrome, just being able to make that connection with them, being able to help them grow and respond and become more responsible in the community. As far as a lot of them, as far as job placements, other programs that are done here in town, that they can contribute and just feel like they belong.
And do you feel like there's any major misconceptions still? Obviously awareness is on the rise. People are actively seeking to understand more, to educate themselves and read up on things. Are there any still active misconceptions that you've dealt with in your day-to-day life?
No, there's really not. I mean, I'm sure that there's still some out there. It's just really the awareness piece of it is become more and more available, and more people, especially in the school systems or in organizations like the West Texas Down Syndrome Association, over the years have just done such a better job of keeping them involved and in front of the community that it's just becoming a natural day-to-day occurrence that they get to participate and be included in events as well as contribute to the communities that they live in.
Excellent. And then as far as the Buddy Walk itself, where is that taking place, and what else do you think people need to know about the logistics of involving themselves in it?
The Buddy Walk is going to be this weekend on the 12th. It's being held at Kirby Park. It will be starting at 10 a.m. We will have a food vendor there selling food to help raise money for the Down Syndrome Association. There's also going to be some entertainment and games and stuff set up for people that want to participate in those as well.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you so much, both of y'all, for coming on to Concho Valley Live, and we will be right back with more.
Thank you.
Do you want to be on Concho Valley Live? Follow us on Twitter at KLST News.